I'm here working on other stuff today, and I hear this going on. So it says it's cooling, it says the fan is running, and there's an alarm of a high temp. Well, I want to reset it. There's normally a power switch behind here. I don't want to unhook everything. There it is. Boo! Oh, that's just the condensing unit. All right. The thing is, evap's running, condenser's running. It is frozen hard in here. I wonder if it's a temperature probe issue. I don't see a hanging thermometer. Let's find out. All right, I just power cycled it. It says it's 24 degrees. We'll see what it's doing here. It's going to take a minute. The compressor's on a time delay. So, but yeah, I wonder if it's a parameter problem and it went into a defrost and it's set to alarm above 26 or 28. We can change that. So, we'll see. Alright, so condenser kicked on. She's dropping like a rock. That's what she's supposed to do. She'll head to 10 below. I'm going to pull up the manual on this controller because I'm not that familiar with it. And we'll go in and find out what the high temp alarm is set for. And then we'll put it in a defrost and see how high it goes. So, check this out. It's 6 below. It was just screaming high temp. And its actual temp is -6. That's what T1 is reading. High temp alarm, 77. Low temp alarm, -37. Lock, no. So T2 is probably an evaporator coil probe. So temperature high, 77. I mean, make any sense. So we've either got a bad controller or a bad temperature probe, but I'm not seeing where. I gotta look up whether it runs. That's no way that's right. That's -43. T2. I wonder if that probe is just shot and it's reading all sorts of weird stuff, and every now and again it reads 100 degrees and then it throws a high alarm. Stand by. Alright, so behind the curtain here. It's funny, the unit should be, it's set for 20 below, and it should hit 20 below. And it's just chilling at between 8 and 10 below, so there's other things to look at. But, a couple things. That contactor is rotten. That is a stone's throw away from failure, for sure. Look at it. How black and pitted it is. So we're going to change that. But, so yeah, so this is one of these, this is super fancy system. You got, just glue your white wire down here. Here's your T1 and T2. On the cover, it shows a general explanation of how to navigate the system, what the lights mean. Operation display is defrost, it's in recovery. The condenser, it tripped high head pressure, it'll tell you to clean the condenser, your door's open. Room, high temp alarm. So, probe 1, probe 2, it doesn't indicate which one is which, but I would guess probe 1 is the room temp, which is at 70 degrees. I'm going to get a hanging thermometer in there and see what it actually is, and see if we don't have some temp problem that this says it's -8, but if this has been cranking this whole time, what if it's actually 25 below in there, and the thermostat's just never going to satisfy because, so, let's see. Learn something every day. So I'm thumbing through this manual digitally on my phone, and I actually come to find out this temperature high isn't an alarm setting. That's the last recorded high temperature. And when you press the X while displayed, it resets it. So it was 77 because they unplug it overnight. Right, so now temperature high and temperature low both display -6 because that's what we currently are. So the dang alarm is going to be a preset parameter in there I got to figure out. Okay, you have to hold both of these down. Then it takes you into the real control menu, and then there's a horrific amount of adaptations to be done. I have the manual digitally. And the defrost management was set funny. So this is actually ATM, and it picks your defrost management. Do you want it on preset non, which is what is programmed in there, or ABS, which is settings I'm going to pick? So we're going to go with that. That now brings me a LA and a HA, which didn't exist before. So that's your low alarm and your high alarm. So now, if we set this, and to be honest, 30 is beyond fine, but for 35, now our high alarm isn't going to ping until it's 35 degrees in the box. So we're going to put it in a defrost by holding this down for 3 seconds. You're going to see, oh, there you go. So I'm actually going to let it run its defrost and see how high the temperature gets. I'm going to go grab that contactor from the truck, and then we'll get this squared away. I guess I should show it. New contactor in, just pulled in. I was putting the cap on. So, put the cover on this. I'm going to pull that old contactor apart so we can see how pitted it was. And this thing should stop misbehaving. Alright, here is our completely burnt out and pitted contactor. I didn't have to change that today. So I talk about a lot. I was chatting with other owners through YouTube and the like, and right, I don't have to change this. Not what I'm here for. It has nothing to do with why I'm here. This was a parameter problem taken care of, but I see this is burnt up, and so why not replace it? You know, it's a $25–30 part. I'm already here. It's not like there's another trip charge or, you know, drama for me changing this today. It benefits me to not address this problem today, because then in a month, when this no longer makes contact and we are only sending 120 volts and the compressor won't start and we burnt up our condenser fan motor, I get to come and hoorah, trip charges, hourly, motors. No. See a problem? Fix it.